Am I the asshole for having issues with my girlfriend's 11-and-a-half-year-old son not giving us privacy? Long story short, my girlfriend, 44, I'm 37, she has an almost 12-year-old son who will often ask to sleep in her bed. He has not hit puberty yet or anything, but she does often allow this. I don't live there and never sleep there. The one time I spent the night, the boy banged the side of his bed in his room until 2 a.m. until she eventually caved and went and slept in his bed with him, me alone in her room. We just got back from our first family vacation, a one-bedroom condo with a loft that had 2 single beds for the kids, her daughter 9 and the boy nearing 12. The daughter had no issues sleeping up there. The boy slept up there the first night, but said we had to keep our master bedroom door open all night. This is even a policy at their home. She must sleep with her bedroom door open. The second or third night, the house is dark and quiet for at least an hour. Everyone should be sleeping. Me and my girlfriend start fooling around a bit, very quietly. Sure enough, the boy sneaks downstairs and peeks into our room and sees me and his mom doing stuff. 45 minutes of pure chaos follows, of yelling, screaming, you name it. He does not like his mom doing stuff with me. Side note, the boy really likes me otherwise, and we do tons of guy hobbies and fun stuff together. He likes having me around, just doesn't like me being alone with her. So for the remainder of the trip, he says he's sleeping on the couch, which is just outside our room, with the door wide open, of course. She allows this. The one night I get up around midnight to take a pee. The house has been quiet and dark for over an hour. Everyone should be sleeping. I get up really quietly and peek around the door frame to see what the boy is doing. He should be sleeping. And sure enough, he's awake, just staring down the hall into our room, listening, waiting, monitoring, if there are any sounds or noises or anything. This is creepy AF to me. I close the door to the bedroom after I go to the bathroom, but not latched all the way closed. And sure enough, 10 minutes later, he comes storming down the hall, swings the door open violently, screaming, "Why is the door closed?" She gets up and starts screaming at me for closing it. I calmly explain how he was just sitting, watching, waiting, listening for anything from our room. She grabs a pillow and blanket and runs out to the couch where he should be sleeping, and they eventually all go upstairs and sleep in the loft, me alone in the main bedroom. Is this all too much? We've been dating over a year. I have hung out with them as a family tons and tons of times, at their house very frequently, etc. But this boy and mom's attachment isn't normal, is it? He is totally okay with his father getting remarried, and has no issues with him or his new wife, by the way, but only sees the father a couple times a year, lives on the other side of the country. Guessing a total of 5 or 6 weeks a year he goes to see him. He really loves and looks up to his dad, and is well behaved when he visits him, I've been told. Am I the asshole?
No, it's freaking weird. Little, oh my god,
I'm picturing like the couch like being like this, and he's just like all you could see is his eyes in the darkness.
I'm picturing like the little boy from The Grudge.
Oh, is that the one with the hair?
It's like the white little, yeah, it's the one with the movie with the hair, but there's this one little boy. He's like pure white, basically, like,
I don't know,
like pale. He's like pale, and he's really
scared.
creepy.
I wish I didn't look at that.
What'd you search?
The Grudge.
Look up little boy from The Grudge.
No, I'm scared now. No, I'm scared.
That's what I envisioned, just like creeping out.
I don't like that.
So yeah, that's what I'm envisioning for that. But like, I just think this is really weirdo behavior. Like, 12 is too old. It's too old. It's time for your girlfriend to start setting boundaries. And honestly, like, he is a child, and it's weirdo behavior from him. But it's more weirdo behavior of the enabling from the mom.
Exactly.
Because it's like, okay, if you're like 8, I think when I was 8 or something, thunderstorm happened or scary, I might have run in to jump in my parents.
Oh yeah, I definitely did too.
But you get to double digits, now we're tempering that off. You're screaming at 2 a.m. in the morning.
Banging on the bed.
There's going to be consequences in the morning. There's 100%. I mean, there's nothing I can really do to stop you from banging and screaming. I'm going to come in and I'm going to say something, maybe raise my voice a little bit. But there's nothing like you can really, like, what can you really do? You can't strap the kid down or something. But in the morning, you're losing your devices. Privileges are being restrained. We're going to Disney World tomorrow. No more No more Disney World.
Snatched away.
Yep. Boom. So definitely you got to start setting those boundaries and start setting those expectations, because she is absolutely enabling this weirdo behavior.
Yeah. Yeah, I would say it's not really the kid's fault. This has everything to do with the mom.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Top comment. This is very weird, but I think you're talking to two walls at this point. You may have to consider if this is a deal breaker or not. Not the asshole.
Oh, deal breaker for me. I'm done. After this holiday, done. Unless it's like, okay. I mean, I'm very easy to just say I'm done. This is maybe not a deal breaker.
Like, he's 12. Like, he will probably outgrow this.
The deal breaker is whether she will make steps to fix it.
Yeah.
I'm not sleeping with the door open.
Yeah.
I don't care. And if we can't have our own privacy, that's the deal breaker for me.
That's an issue.
If she's unwilling to make adjustments, deal breaker for me. If going forward, I show her this Reddit post and she realizes she's a crazy mom making a mommy's boy, and she is like, I'm not changing anything, that's deal breaker.
Yeah.
If you're willing to make adjustments, we can fix this.
Yeah. Has OP like actually talked to her about this? Has this been like brought up in a conversation and just like sat her down and been like, hey, I'm kind of uncomfortable with this. Like,
yeah, like, I'm not down for this.
Like, is there anybody else in her life that can maybe tell her that this is not normal? Like, maybe she just doesn't know that this is not normal. Maybe
her mom let her sleep with her until she was 17. Who knows? Had no restrictions on it. Maybe her mom just let her grow out of it at her own pace, and she doesn't remember ever being denied by her parents.
Yeah.
So I don't know, but like when you're a kid, did you ever like try to sleep with your parents and then they were like, "Hey, you need to go back to your room"?
Yes. I used to have anxiety as a kid a lot. Like I would
that's so surprising.
I know, right? I used to like
out of left field.
Yeah, I used to like have panic attacks at night, and I would like go wake my mom up for her to come sleep with me.
Okay.
And my dad would get mad. My dad would be like, "No. Like, no, we're not doing this anymore." Like, after a few times, it was like, okay, no, like, there needs to be a boundary. And at the time, I hated him for it.
Yeah.
I freaking hated him. I was like, what the hell? I need my mom. Like, I'm vulnerable right now, whatever. But I think it is necessary. I just don't know where the line is. I don't know. Like,
parenting.
Because you also don't want to abandon your child when they do actually need you, because then that'll create resentment and
don't abandon
that'll create
them.
other issues. But
it's not abandonment. It's teaching your kid that they need to sleep by themselves. It's not abandoning. You need to you need to explain it.
Yeah.
And be like, I'm not abandoning you, but this can't keep happening. You're a big boy now. You're grown up. You need to be sleeping by yourself.
Yeah. No, maybe it needs to be worded like, I don't know, give him like maybe like positive reinforcement rather than like negative. Like, rather than consequences, maybe just try to like incentivize them. I don't know how, but
yeah, if you can do this, if you can go sleep by yourself, we'll have chocolate chip pancakes in the morning.
Yeah, or like
we'll go to Denny's.
Yeah,
IHOP. Did you know what IHOP stands for?
I saw a comment about it.
The International House of Pancakes.
Yeah, I didn't know that before that comment.
What the fuck is the International House of Pancakes? Then I read it a couple more times. I was like, IHOP. That's what they're talking about, because they didn't say IHOP. They just said International House of Pancakes, and I was like, huh? But yeah, you got to set some boundaries. Also, like, where did the kids ever learn that they can sleep with the parents? Because I'm just thinking, Madison's raising Andrew. He sleeps in the crib in his bedroom at night.
I think it starts becoming when you're like a young child.
And you're scared?
Yeah, and you're scared. You have a nightmare.
And you want your parents when you're scared, and it's at nighttime. So I feel like that's where it starts up.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. You could almost, if you were heartless, just stop, make sure that behavior never starts. Mm-hmm. Kid comes in the middle of the night, and instead of being, oh yeah, come sleep with mommy, you're like, okay, let me walk you back to your crib. Let me walk you back to your little race car bed. We're buying Andrew a race car bed, by the way. Right. I never had one as a kid, so I'm absolutely giving that to Andrew.
Madison will let that.
I don't care.
Guess what? You're not his dad.
She's going to come home, and it's going to be bolted to the floor one day.
Okay.
And I'm going to, like, really bolt it in there. 100 screws. Make it so it's
Crazy.
not worth to get rid of it. But damn, yeah. Fixable, but weirdo kid behavior.
All right. Okay, there are a couple edits to add. The boy is diagnosed with ADHD and ODD, opposition defiant disorder, where I think she clearly struggles setting boundaries with him. The 9-year-old daughter is super normal, goes to bed at a decent time, stays in her bed, never causes any issues. If I am at their house watching a movie or a hockey game on a school night and it's getting late, the boy will not go to sleep. He will stay up until I leave, and she allows this. The whole family does individual therapy. The boy has seen many professionals, psychiatrists, neurologists, school resources, etc. I am just not sure how much has been addressed with the codependency. We've done lots of camping as a family unit, but never any problems since he's close by in the tent with her or us. We've been dating over a year. She had me over at her house frequently / part of the kid's life early on within the first month, I would say. So that provides some context.
I just think it's the codependency. It's just what as a mom is enabling. And it's a tough thing because as a parent, I'm sure you feel like, we can't
imagine.
You want to protect,
Yeah.
You want your kid to be comfortable and, he has like these diagnoses and stuff. So it's like.
Diagnoses.
Yeah, you have like an extra level of like sympathy for your kid. So I can imagine it being tough as a parent to like set that boundary and let go. But I think, it's hard to see it when you're on the other side of the fence. So, yeah. All right, over to me.
Back to you.